reviews for the Ghost of Yotei is out. This is the successor to the Ghost of Tsushima. It's getting solid reviews, and I'm fucking buzzing to play it.
Wayne Rooney talking about how he was suffering with alcohol in parts of his career.
Skate 4, aka Skate.
What's your thoughts on the new Skate game?
First of all,
if you took every single animal, all the same size.
Listen.
Yo.
Welcome everybody back to PBz TV, the show where we talk about the culture, games, music, TV, sports, the lot. Anything we want to talk about, we're going to talk about it.
Hell yes,
My
brother.
name is Tom. This is
James
over here.
James.
And today is episode 10. We actually know what episode we're on now.
Grief.
So
we can count.
We're going to be a bit more consistent with it, dropping it weekly. With all the other stuff. It's not your fault. I don't know why you always
It's my fault.
It's all this guy's fault. To celebrate episode 10, we've asked the rest of the crew to bring in the cake and the dancers. So here they are.
We ain't got a crew, bro.
I'm sorry. It's just us. But yeah, maybe one day. Episode 100 maybe.
So like and subscribe, please.
Yeah, please help us grow.
Please.
But as always, we always start off with our headlines of the day. So let's hand it over to you, sir. And what is your headline of the day?
Well,
or week, sorry.
There could have been many. But the reviews for the Ghost of Yotei is out. Okay. So it doesn't come out officially for us to play until the 2nd of October. But this is the successor to the Ghost of Tsushima, like the top samurai game that came out for a while.
Yeah.
It's getting solid reviews. Looks a lot more like in-depth story driven this time. And I'm fucking buzzing to play it.
What was the reviews of the last game? Because I never played
like
it.
10 out of 10 masterpiece.
It looked visually
literally
insane.
Everyone's essentially going as the greatest game, like one of the greatest games of all time. I think the art direction of it was just incredible. Like, you know, in the usual game where you've got like a fucking way marker on your map and you have to just follow that to wherever you think, it would do this really cool thing where on your D-pad, if you swiped up, the direction of the wind is where you had to go. And you're on this horse, and it's all stylized like an old Japanese movie.
That's kind of cool.
So like you're in these like flowing grass, and the wind's blowing your way, and you're like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And let's say, because basically the plot of the game is to start the it's to start the Mongol invasion of a part of Japan. So Tsushima is one island off the coast of mainland Japan, because historically the Mongols could never get into Japan for some reason. So basically,
water.
Yeah, basically water. Storms and shit. But yeah, they come in, and it's essentially a battle of spoilers. It's kind of like a battle of identity and will, right? So he's a traditional samurai, honor over everything else. Mongols weren't exactly that bothered about honor, so they're chopping people's heads off. They're using they're using whatever taxes they need to win because they be conquering, right? And it's about the main character Jin, who's essentially struggling with the samurai identity of playing fair and always being up front. And then realising that he has to do some underhanded shit because otherwise they're just going to lose the whole island. And it kind of culminates between him and like a battle with his uncle, who's like the current like leader of the island. And they essentially have to face off at the end of the game to the samurai versus who he has become, which is the Ghost of Tsushima. Because apparently he died on that battlefield, but he didn't. He came back. It's essentially a samurai learning to be a ninja throughout the whole game. And the whole thing's stylized like a Japanese movie, and it's so sick. But they'll put like gameplay elements of that in. Yeah. So if you run up on some Mongols, right, they're just out there, you'll get the option if you jump off your horse to press up on the D-pad for a standoff, and you have to hold triangle and wait till he moves and like, and you like go through him, and it's like the sickest mechanic.
That's very much like Red Dead when you're doing the whole draw thing, right?
Yeah, it's a lot like that. Like I chose to play the majority of the game, right, with like just playing it as a samurai. I was like trying, there's too much dishonor. I was trying to play it fair, but the game made me do ninja shit. I was like, no, I don't want to. I want to be a samurai. But it was banging. So the new one is going to be really cool. It follows again another Japanese island. I'm not sure if these are real islands.
Is it like a prequel or a sequel?
It's sequel. Okay. So the legend of the ghosts kind of essentially lived on from wherever that time period was, and someone else has picked up the mantle. I think the plot is 6 gangsters have taken over Yotei, killed the main character's family, training arc for revenge, and now you follow the game of her like killing all of the gang leaders who have built up loads. I'm like, this is my jam, son.
Is
diving in.
A PlayStation exclusive? I can't remember.
Yeah,
it is, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, PlayStation keep putting out the story bangers still.
Man. That's what they're clutching onto, right? Yeah.
They got to keep doing that, otherwise I don't know what else they're going to do. It's going to be Xboxed real quick.
They're literally pulling through with it, though.
Yeah.
Do you know what, a question, though? because what we talked about previously on one of the episodes is that movies always start in like a really poor timeline or like a boring timeline. Yeah. Is it the same with games, you think, as well? Like, is this specific story in the best period?
I'm not sure about this new one, but the Ghost of Tsushima one was pretty sick.
Like, there was no before where it was like...
Nah, this isn't like... This was like the end of the samurai period. I don't think there was any guns or anything like that. So, because you use a bow and arrow for the majority of it. So, wouldn't be surprised in this new one, because there is this period in Japanese history where they closed themselves down for like 400 years. And then eventually the Portuguese and English start coming over and like, want a gat. And some of them like,
like, no, we'll fight you with bow and arrow.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think it was like up to, I think the last death of the samurai was actually like World War II. But there was literally like I think it was like commandos of actual samurais refused all that shit.
That's crazy, isn't it?
It's so fucking
Do you think
cool,
if World War II didn't end the way it did as well, they would still carry on, potentially?
Probably.
Do you know what I mean? Like, because obviously some of the traditions sort of died.
Yeah.
There.
Problem is a lot of it sparked off because obviously Japan invaded China. So that was a huge problem in itself. So if the war never kicked off, I don't think that situation would have been rectified that quickly. And on most historical accounts, the Japanese were way worse than the Nazis. And that is brutal.
Yeah.
There's a reason that they bombed Hiroshima and Nagasaki. They had to.
I mean, sometimes when you watch like historic videos back, you're like, Nazis were like, damn, these Japanese guys are like
I think there's like
worse.
historical letters from the Nazis sent over to the Japanese like, hey, could you stop that? It's kind of cruel. You're just like, whoa. They're on a different level. But the Japanese are very good at not ever acknowledging their history.
Yeah.
So they're just like, didn't happen.
What you were
What are you
looking
talking
like,
about?
we're going to get invaded by...
Someone runs in with a samurai sword.
Don't talk about our history.
But yeah, there's this whole, like the honor narrative is like still, I think it's still alive and kicking today. Like,
yeah, there's got to be some sort of it, right? But I feel like a lot of it.
They have a very
died.
collectivist culture. So I think I think the historical reason, you know how they have a lot of like Godzilla movies and like kaijus and that all comes from Japan. They are like they are visual representations for natural disasters.
Yeah.
So
a lot happens there though.
Yeah.
Like
everything
naturally.
Yeah, earthquakes, typhoons, tsunamis, they get everything.
Yeah.
So I think as a culture, they so used to coming together to rebuild that their culture's far more collective and about like the us than anything else. Especially compared to more individualistic cultures like us or America. So I think that's why the narrative probably stays so strong, because it's so part of their identity. Yeah. They're just like, fucking...
That one guy as well, like one Japanese soldier, right, that was like lost in the woods.
Yeah,
continued to fight until like 1980 or something. Like, he didn't know that the war was over.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's more of... Yeah, their mentality, I guess, and the way that they were brought up.
I think there was someone that happened in Vietnam, as well.
Really?
Yeah. I can't remember if he was American or if it was a Vietnamese soldier, because they would both play like audio to like trick the other one. Have you ever heard of Hanoi Hannah?
I think so. Yeah.
That was the name of the lady that's what they used to call it. They used to be like, "Your country has abandoned you, GI. GI, give up. You shouldn't be here, GI." They would play it over the speakers where you just walk through this jungle like, shit, man. I would not want to be in the Vietnam War.
That sounds futuristic as well.
Yeah, they would just play it over these speakers over and over again. So obviously they wouldn't believe anything because it would just be like propaganda. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that wasn't like a...
Shit was crazy.
Yeah, that was a crazy...
They shouldn't have been there anyway, but...
I know. Anyway, welcome back to the History Channel.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back to the rest of this history.
So this new game... The Ghost of
Yotei,
and the first one was called the
Ghost of Tsushima.
I'm not even going to pronounce. I knew that's why I had to ask, but you're looking forward.
Resident Japanese translator here.
Yeah. I was. You're looking forward to it then?
Yeah. There's a couple of story games going to get stuck into. Cyberpunk finally came onto PlayStation Plus
for free.
Yeah, so I'm finally going to properly play that. I've been putting it off because I know that's a rabbit hole. You got to save time for that. It's like I should go schmore in there, and you gotta get into that. And then Ghost of Yotei will be another one that would come out a month later with a big ass beard. Like, that was crazy.
When's it come out?
Ghost of Yotei, 2nd of October.
That's quite quick.
Yeah, so it's coming very soon. That's why the IGN reviews and out and all that shit, because they get to review it early. So looking forward to it, man. It's gonna be good.
I do find like all these free games come out, and you're like, oh yeah, I want to play that. It's free. I'm going to download it. And you're like,
well, Ghost of Yotei won't be free.
No, of course, but just because you said Cyberpunk, but going back to like all these games that come out, I mean, I really want to play Hogwarts. Obviously,
you never played it first time?
I still not played it, and I've got it for free. It's just like I have so many lined up. But I'm like,
Hogwarts is
how
a
am I
fun
ever going to
one.
get round to playing these games where I can't even get past this one I'm on?
Yeah, it gets a little repetitive, but I didn't care because the world building was good enough.
Yeah,
and there was really good traversal, and the combat feels good.
Yeah, that's what you need more than anything, right?
For
Like,
throwing out that flipendo, it's just like
when you feel like you're in control of what you're doing.
Yeah,
like,
sometimes you can play a game. It's got good replayability.
Yeah,
which is what I like about it.
100%. We're going to come back to games, I think, a little bit.
Yeah. So what's your headline?
Because I was going to say, let's get my headline in there before we game it up, because we've got a few games to talk about.
Fucking nerd, dude.
Yeah, it's just the game in general now and history.
Welcome back.
So mine is my headline is that Wayne Rooney was recently on a podcast and he was talking about how he was suffering with alcohol in parts of his career.
Alcoholism, or just like,
I think when he started drinking, he would drink. I think what he said was that he'd play the game, score 2 goals, and then just like get on it for a couple of days. Do you know what I mean? Just really enjoy.
To be fair, that was like the narrative around football. It was always back then. There was always like it was like the tabloid shit back when they had nothing else to talk about. The internet wasn't as prevalent.
Yeah,
it was just like footballer goes out in the lash. Like, what else is he gonna fucking do?
He grew up as a working class kid from Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? It's like within the culture a little bit, I guess. And yeah, now he's like this superstar. So I think he just wanted to live his life a bit, but I think he was a bit crazy of a character that he probably took it too far. But I mean, the funny thing about Wayne Rooney is that he was never built for football anyway. He's a stocky, like he's not your typical footballer. If you look,
he's not built like a typical striker.
Or any, like, even in general, it's just,
I don't remember.
It's a bit of a unit.
Yeah, but there are units in footy.
Yes, but I guess
are they more like muscly units, and that's more like.
But
that make it church league as hench.
But they're normally like 6 foot something. Like Wayne Rooney was only like 5'9", I think.
Oh, okay.
So he's quite a short, stocky, powerful lad. And yeah, obviously struggling with stuff like that would have been really hard, I guess, to keep his physique in place. It's not like he was a naturally athletic.
Did he just go hard in training or what?
Yeah, I mean, he must have like worked really hard to keep it, to even last as long as he did. I think that's the point, right? That he lasted way longer than he should have probably, theoretically. But if he didn't struggle with things like this, it's all hypothetical.
Yeah, like what would have been his ceiling?
Because he was at one point considered one of the best in the world. And my question is to you, I guess, is there anyone in any sport, athlete-wise, hypothetically, of course, because people are human, they're gonna have. Yeah. You can't ask, like, even LeBron, he has like glasses of wine. Like, oh, that's not a bad thing at all.
But like, he owns the wine brand, first of all.
Of course, but like, if you were to go really deep, like, you shouldn't be drinking wine, LeBron. Like, you know, if you was
studies have shown,
exactly,
actually,
right?
It's good for you in small portions.
Right, well, exactly, right? Maybe
no slander of the king on this channel. He's a perfect human being.
But in an absolute perfect world, way, if you were to get the absolute best out of someone, I'm guessing
if you just treat someone like a science experiment that only ate and drank the perfect things.
Yeah. Literally, like protein and all sorts just
the first
injected.
First one that jumps to mind, and it's not from what he like, because I think he was a party person anyway, but Shaq. I don't think Shaq ever reached his true ceiling just because of how dominant he was anyway. I think he just thought he was that guy. And everyone says, what happens if you insert Kobe's mindset into Shaquille O'Neal? You'd have the clear best of all time.
And in today's game where everybody, like Shaq was just built on power, he didn't need to play the point forward or point center.
I'm hoping one day another Shaq comes around, physique-wise.
It's got to be, right? Like,
because we get close to people like Giannis and stuff, and he does actually change. When, like, you can't play a Golden State game against Giannis. Well, you can, but like it's like one side was both in that game. Neither side will play defense. Because when you've got a bunch of outside shooters versus like an inside demon, it's just who's going to outscore who.
You can't defend that.
So you just have to outscore him. So, but I think if we saw another Shaq type physique come into the league, that would change the way game is played again. Not that I think it's that bad. I'm looking forward to seeing this season because I reckon there might be a lot of changes. Go Raptors! I'm a Raptors fan now.
And then next time we do the podcast, it'll be something else. But yeah, carry on.
Depends. My king's retiring soon. I need a place to set my hat. So that's the thing. But the other argument to make, maybe Michael Jordan, notorious drinker and smoker and gambler.
How good could he have? How much better could he have been?
I think I think Michael could have won a chip without needing Scotty and the rest, and he wouldn't have had all of those first round bounce outs before he started to win. Because Michael Jordan's career is essentially lose, win. it's really strange how it ended up happening. Like, I don't think anyone else has had that type of career where it's just like basically losing all the time and then winning.
Yeah, but look at the people he was against, though.
Yeah,
and I know that the whole...
We're done with the 90s.
The people he was against and the way that his team set up, it was more...
The way his bank account set up.
Anywho. I mean,
but like that, at least in basketball, those are the examples I jump to. And then the other ones are like people who got injured that didn't reach their full potential, like Tracy McGrady, people like that.
What do you think about maybe like Tiger Woods as an example? Because the whole
was
scandal...
Was he an alcohol guy, was he? Or is it sex scandal?
It was the whole sex scandal, I think.
If anything, that's just good exercise.
I mean, he got villainised for that. Crazy, I think. I mean, it's bad, okay?
Yeah, you can go full what every other top golfer was doing, some shit like that.
You shouldn't be
There's
doing
a good
that.
old reason that they went after Tiger. We all know what it is.
Because he's a lion. But theoretically, right, because I feel like he went on a bit of a, like, I don't know. It hurt him
They definitely did give him a bad boy mentality. And then did one of his wives just take him for all he had.
Yeah, but I think mentally it must have just rocked him, because I feel like he was, remember when we were growing up, it was just Tiger Woods games. Yeah. It was just, I mean, for me personally, as a child or even as a young adult, I guess golf isn't the most exciting sport. Maybe this is like, you know, it's like your, your food palette changes every 7 years.
As soon as we hit 30,
we're
going to come in here, put our golf things down. Yeah. Like, what a round, am I right?
Am I right? Oh, I'm now 17 under handicap. I don't understand.
You started drinking coffee now, so the transformation started to happen. Next few episodes of this podcast is just going to transition to coffee, mortgages, and golf.
And be coming wearing Skechers.
Them New Balance.
It's going to happen.
Them mow the lawn 2000s, bro.
I need to get an eye test. So I'll probably have... I've never had one in my life.
Thick-ass goggles.
So I'll be coming in with, specs on probably soon.
You can have the Dumbledore ones right at the end of his nose, like...
Yeah.
Hey, listen here, you whippersnapper.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
But I know a lot of young people were into golf too, but it's just like...
Yeah.
It never caught my attention. Since probably Tiger Woods, actually. I think the only time I ever played a golf game was... back in the day when he was just killing it, but he just brought this superstar energy to it. I don't think we've had someone like that in golf since.
Happy Gilmore? No,
Facts.
I mean, it's a game I'd love to be good at.
Yeah, I feel like you can make a lot of money being good at golf.
Yeah,
I've thought about this before. Like, do I just get a David Lloyd's membership to know rich people? Like,
just sort of like teach me golf.
Yeah, or like teach you golf. You know, in the sauna and then talking stocks and shares, and I'm like, you know, like, where's my money at? I'm
taking a business approach.
Yeah, like think about it. It could be like, well, you know, all the right people by, you know, all the oldies all got the money in it. They're all in the locker rooms at David Lloyd's. Yeah, chumming it up.
Good sport. Good show today, sir. Yeah, maybe that's... I think that's probably the one that comes to mind for me. Do you know what's funny? A story I heard recently, just going back to Shaq, completely 180 this. Is that he went to the zoo once, apparently. Have you heard this story?
Well, the gorilla started kicking off.
Yeah. And the guy telling the story was like, the gorilla must have been thinking, how'd you get out there? How'd they let this guy? Someone let this guy out. Because apparently it's like, the gorillas, you shouldn't make eye contact with them because obviously it gets them aggressive and stuff. Apparently these gorillas look at him like... Who let this guy out?
Mate, on the topic of gorillas, this is going to go full Rogan right now. I went down a full... I went down a full fucking rabbit hole showing my missus the difference between gorillas and chimpanzees. I was like, do you really not know about chimpanzees? And she was like, no, what do you mean? I immediately put on the documentary where they're like hunting those little monkeys and they just like start torturing it and ripping it apart. I was like, listen, these are chimps, yeah? We don't fuck with chimps, all right? Let me tell you the birthday cake story. Immediately jump into the old Rogan. One chimpanzee sees another one get birthday cake, gets mad and remembers it didn't get cake, and then rips the lady's face off the next time he gets to it. And just like, I'm telling you, chimpanzees, they're cruel, they work in packs. Then we flipped over to a gorilla documentary, and it's like, gorillas fart a lot, and they just sit around doing nothing. And then, have you ever actually heard the sound of a gorilla hitting his chest?
No, I don't think so. It's not in person.
Comically hilarious. Because it's not like the King...
Tarzan.
No, it's not the King Kong Tarzan. It's not... It's not hard. You can hear them breathing first, and they have sacs of air underneath their chest or something, right? I think this is some kind of frequency thing. So it's not actually loud, but I think the frequency echoes so other gorillas can hear it. So there's like an air sac underneath their chest. So, but when they do it, it goes. If you ever listen to it, you're like, what the fuck is that noise? It's not scary at all. Them running towards you is scary. Yeah. But they're looking. It completely changed your opinion of gorillas. I now do not take gorillas seriously at all. This whole like 100 man versus one gorilla. I'm like, the gorilla's getting fucking smoked.
I don't know. I think that's even more scary. You know, like some people say, if you're in a fight, just absolutely just pull all your pants down and like. Some guy's going to be like, I don't want to fight this guy. He's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I think that would work on a human.
Like,
maybe, but again, then it rolled on to another fucking YouTube. I'm just going in the suggestion. I'm just going down these suggestions.
Yeah.
Then the next one is a story of like a chimpanzee pack that pulled up on a gorilla, and it was just using numbers to fuck with it until they murdered it.
This is literally Jurassic Park when the raptors are fighting.
It's just raptors versus T-Rex, except the T-Rex did not win. The gorilla got fucking smoked.
Yeah, I think
they started using sticks and stones, and they are very much in the Stone Age.
How many chimpanzees were there?
There was like a whole fucking like probably 5 to 10.
Well, that whole argument about 100 dudes against a gorilla.
If you look at the ratio, if it takes 10 chimpanzees to take down one gorilla, it could have taken less. I don't actually remember the actual number because they didn't have film of it. They were just telling a story of what they observed in the wild, and I was like, oh, so that's annoying.
Yeah, this is true.
But then I automatically went, well, it's nothing on a crocodile. And I was like, fuck, the crocodile will smoke a chimpanzee.
Yeah,
and it just went on and on and on. And then I just had to show her that Bob Catter clip, the Australian politician. Have you not seen this one?
Go on.
Mate, Australian politician, I think he's a conservative guy, but he's an old boy, cowboy hat on, right? He's getting asked about gay rights now. He's like, listen, he's got a really comically high voice, like, listen, people are entitled to their sexual proclivities, you know. Let 1,000 blossoms bloom for all I'm concerned, but I'm not going to worry about it because every 2 months a human's eaten to death by a crocodile. It's the way he's smiling, and he just goes, I'm not going to spend any time on it.
It's like a serious issue.
He just switched. Yeah. Like, remember back in the day when Steve was relocating crocodiles?
Yeah.
They have to, because they just wait for someone to come around. That guy tastes good. I'm waiting for the next one.
It's like gators in Florida, just like rocking around, like.
Yeah, but like, imagine it's not even a problem really, because they can't. A alligator can't eat a whole person at least in one go. Salties can eat you in one go.
What, crocs can?
Yeah.
Are they big? I thought alligators were bigger though.
Nah, alligators are the tiny ones. Saltwater crocs are like 20 feet long. They're like the living dinosaurs. So it's just
they are dinosaurs.
Yeah, they live longer than dinosaurs actually.
True.
Going down the rabbit hole of just different animals, and I was like, how did you not know this shit? What did you spend your time? What do girls do?
That's true, but also like you learn something new every day, or comes back to you. Like you don't really, you know, when you get taught something as a child, and then you go, "That's that." Yeah. Like literally another animal example is that like blowfish. How incredible is that they evolved to just like.
Yeah,
like
and they're
blow
poisonous.
themselves up 5 times as much.
Yeah.
To obviously fend off predators, but what a mad thought! I literally just saw something about yesterday. And I was like,
"Wait, just wait till you look into cuttlefish."
Go on. I feel like I know this, but
well, I think they're the only thing on Earth that can completely go translucent and change color. So like even more than a chameleon.
Even more than okay.
Like they can just go full fucking invisible. It's mad. They can turn any. They have more color spectrum than I think we understand about the color spectrum. And they're just there. I'm convinced that there's some kind of alien life form or some shit. Because I think it's either cuttlefish or another one where like their biology doesn't make any sense compared to like, other things here. Yeah. And like the fact that jellyfish are technically immortal.
Well, bro, if you saw a jellyfish for the first time, you'd never seen one before, you discovered it, you'd be like, this is alien. This is alien.
And I'm sat there like, this seems right. I bet when we finally find one of them planets that are like encased in ice, but they've got a bunch of water in, we're just going to find out jellyfish and cuttlefish. Be like, I knew it!
This is where they're from.
Someone brought it here.
Yeah. There's no way this could have been evolved.
Yeah. So animals just
the deep blue sea. There's going to be some like the fish with the light on its face.
The conspiracy I will stick to the day I die is NASA started off first looking more into the ocean and space, and something happened, and then they never looked into the water again.
Let's go up, not down.
Yeah. And like, why the fuck are we like even up here? we should finish down here before we go up there. There's fuck all in space right now, like, compared to what's down there.
There's some like biblical thing behind that. Like,
yeah,
it's hell down there. Let's go up and find heaven because down there is scary.
Facts. But we can't even get down there yet with all the technology in the world. We still can't get down there from pressure.
Hey, billionaires are trying, bro,
and failing.
With a PS2 controller.
Oh, such a funny situation. Like, as soon as I saw that controller, I'd be like, right, where's my refund? I'm not getting in that.
Did you see the documentary on it?
Nah, I saw bits of it, some clips on TikTok. The whole thing
the guy went down
together by tape.
Yeah, he went down on his own for testing once, and it's going ding, 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 ding.
And he's just there, like, this is fine.
Individual threads that it's held together by popping because of the pressure. And he's there like, this is kind of scary. And I'm listening to the audio. I'm like, oh, because obviously I know what happens. Everyone knows what happens later. But this point where he's doing the test on his own, he's trying to push it, and he goes,
completely self-inflicted.
Better not. I'll go back up.
Completely
yeah, 100%.
It's like that mate that thought he was like the bear whisperer and was in touch with bears. Have you seen this? And
no, but
like basically, there's like a whole documentary about him, and like, I'm not sure if he like did bear training or whatever. But then like there's just fun. He basically went to live out in the woods with bears. And like you just hear this final audio recording of him being dragged out of his tent, and you just hear him being murdered, and it's just like, holy shit! But he completely believed as he was being munched that like he was fucking one with the bears. I'm like, yeah, you are now, fucking bear shit.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, bro. Like,
hoorah!
I mean, we're going down a tangent. I kind of want to ask.
This happens with animals, man.
This might be a good clip. So I always thought about this as a question. If you took every single animal on this planet, one of each, I know a lot of them work in packs and stuff, but this is just like a scientific experiment. Obviously, don't do this in real life. Like, it's theoretically not possible.
And if you do, film it.
Yeah, 100%. But they're all the same size in one room.
Ants.
Yeah, that's what
it's undisputed ants.
Yeah.
Like, it's the reason.
Imagine an ant our size just walking down the street.
Oh, bro! Because if it was like actually true, how like, it depends on how the science of work when they're like beamed up, right? Because the main theory is the reason things aren't as big anymore. Because there were bugs very close to our size back in the fucking Cretaceous period or some shit, but because the oxygen content was so much higher.
Yeah.
So bigger things could exist, and I think temperature shit, plus bigger predators to eat. So it's like if you blew everyone up, it'd be like them being like in the mountain and they couldn't breathe because the air was too thin. So that the whole experiment might fall down on its face. But if you just like remove that, and it was just like everyone gets all their attributes and shit, ants by a fucking 1,000 miles. Imagine being 10 to 100 times stronger.
You took my answer, mate. That's all.
It's the obvious one.
Yeah, but some people don't go, ooh, maybe like a bear. Like, I don't know. I know.
It's fucking smoke, but like
no, but they don't think about it. It's like you just went straight in. It's like
I have thought about this already.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But that's the reason why in like shrink ray movies or like when things get bigger, it's always ants.
Yeah, Ant-Man.
Yep, 100%. That's the whole concept behind it. But I was thinking when I was looking at bears the other day. I was telling my missus about the whole like bear rhyme about what you're supposed to do with different ones.
Yeah, okay.
Like if it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lie down. If it's white, good night.
Yeah.
She was like, I've never seen it. I was like, what do you mean you don't know about polar bears? And I was like, cracks my knuckles. Let me get into polar bears right now.
They are ruthless, man.
Fucking terrifying creatures. Like the way they just stalk you across so much fucking ice tundra is mad.
I know a lot of people, like it's not a heavily populated area where they live, right? But like in those...
And they'll still murk people.
Yeah, there's literally signs around these towns because there's no way of keeping them out because it's not as heavily populated, I guess. Yeah. But like, it's like, see a polar bear? Get inside.
Yeah.
Just shut your door.
Hide
your kids, hide your wife.
Yeah, there's nothing you could do. Yeah. I think even if you like put someone in full like night plate armor and like a big ass like 2-hand sword, I don't think they'd even be able to stop the bear.
Why are bears though sort of considered like cute cuddly creatures? You know, as you're growing up, Winnie the Pooh, Paddington Bear, like polar bears in movies, all cute.
Brown bears. That's why. So brown bear, the ones that hang around with all the salmon in like the Canadian is it Canadian border, I think? Where's that? But yeah, because of the salmon season, they're all so full up and happy because they've got all the fishing out. You can just go sit next to them with fucking picnic chairs. So that's where it all comes from. Yeah. You've seen the videos of them just sat next to people, whereas like you can't do that with normal bears.
Yeah, What
like
about
polar bears.
in Russia, where the ones they wrestle with because they're just crazy up
Well,
there?
I think it's, you raise them from young
brown?
and hope they don't murk you, basically.
Is that brown bears as well, or is that?
Yeah. But I think there's different types of brown bear. Because there's grizzly bears and there's brown bears. I think brown bears are actually slightly bigger than grizzlies. I think grizzlies are the ones that are in the fish, possibly. Internet, correct me. But yeah, I think in the fish. But yeah, I think that's why. I have seen, there is a guy who like, born and raised a polar bear. Just if you type in polar bear on YouTube, it'll be the first one that pops up. Like a guy that lives with one. It hasn't turned on him yet. But that's the thing.
There's not enough time though for them to evolve, like cats and stuff and dogs. They're like, they trust us now because they've been around for thousands of years with us. They're like our buddies.
But that was almost an evolutionary thing that they've like gained to trust us. Like I think we'd have to start domesticating bears on a mass scale.
And dogs still bite and cats still freak out. Like
exactly, like the same thing would happen basically.
One really quick one before we get into a different. Like we went down a tangent, but have you seen how big? I never understood how big moose. Are.
Like fucking 8 to 10 feet tall.
Double-decker buses just walking down like highways and stuff. I just thought they were just slightly bigger deer, bro. They're like, this is something I've seen a clip online. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it's an animal I really want to see in person.
And they're apparently you shouldn't get close either.
No.
Like, yeah.
No, you seen the size of them fucking horns? They'll murk you straight away.
Yeah, of course. Like, but it's like I thought maybe that's like if you anger them or freak them out.
No.
Like just in general, they're seeing red, bro. They must have been traumatized, but
well, yeah, because everyone's trying to hunt them. I think they have
for good reason. Look at the size of them.
Yeah, I think they have certain hunting seasons to keep the moose levels like at a certain point. It's like being Canada or America. So obviously they're not going to like us by default. Bears will try and get them. I think bears would be the only thing that would have a shot.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It would have to be an old one probably.
And these are like,
or you catch it by surprise, maybe a baby one.
America and Canada. This isn't like some.
Honestly, like the fact that Americans and Canadians go camping is insane to me.
Yeah.
Like
mountain lions and all sorts.
Mountain lions, moose. They still have things like bison and stuff up there, which are massive. I think they're supposed to be bringing back bison.
Buffaloes?
Maybe water buffalo.
Yeah.
I think they're actually they're reintroducing bison to the UK.
Wolves.
Yeah, they still got wolves. Like all the things that we were
told. Like, get rid.
Oh no, we're not dealing with that.
Bears, wolves.
It's ruining my view.
Out of here.
Yeah.
Keep the foxes. But that's about it.
Yes, we'll hunt them yearly for sport. But yeah, literally, they kept everything. And they said, oh, yeah, just bring some bear spray out here. Like, what the fuck you mean bear spray? I ain't doing shit, bro. But just the amount of stories on Rogan, that's just like the dude explaining a bear attack. But they usually happen in the middle of the night, which is the most fucked up thing. And I can imagine, like, the fight or flight thing when you'd hear the actual roar and frequency of a bear charging at you.
Have you seen that clip of it's either a lady or a dude, I can't remember, but skiing down a slope and there's the bear chasing. But they don't know because they're doing like a selfie. Like
I'm pretty sure that one's fake though, because there's a similar one on a bike. And you can tell, like, it's like they've taken the background from a bear running and they just put it behind.
Yeah, but it's like a bit, this is like 10 years old and it's, I don't know.
Well, maybe.
Editing can be doing.
Saw a good one of Bigfoot as well, it's like that.
Hey man, Bigfoot's real, I reckon.
Oh, I fucking love Bigfoot to be real. But if Bigfoot's going to be real, I reckon he's somewhere in the Amazon. I don't think he's anywhere near America.
Yeah.
I think him, like, and
he could have just been lost.
Because there was a full fucking documentary. There's a full fucking documentary on this. That the species they think it might be is called Arapendek or something like that, and it was like an ancient ancestor of an orangutan that would have been like 8-10 feet tall, which is, I think, it's one of the creepiest species going. You ever seen an orangutan, bro?
It's giving me Slender Man vibes.
They don't look right, and imagine just blowing that up. Just Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because they're all short and stocky, but with really long arms. Like, imagine if it was just proportionate a little bit.
Very uncanny valley. I think we're like biologically trained to fear that, which definitely tells me it was real. But I reckon we could do a whole episode on that.
100%. We didn't even consider talking about animals, and here we are, like children.
The bear special, everybody.
But bears, lions, tigers, bears.
Oh my,
wolves. Next segment, Wolverine. Yes, animals.
For some reason, I expected claws to come out there, but
edit this in. There's a new Wolverine game coming.
Hell yeah!
And it's made by the same Insomniac and Sony
games.
Same people that made Spider-Man games. Which
yes, we only have a trailer.
Yes, but from what I can see, the mechanics look. I saw the comments as well. Like, it's just going to be the Spider-Man game reskinned as Wolverine. I'm like, You can't be mad at that though.
Yeah, because
Well,
that's a
good,
recipe
right?
for success.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if
I will
if it's not broke, don't fix it, sort of thing.
Yeah, because there were some things about like I think Spider-Man mechanics were actually better in the air than they were on like ground fighting, because like there's games like the Batman Arkham series, the combat feels far better than the Spider-Man series.
Yeah, because I can play Spider-Man on the highest difficulty and get like 100 combo or whatever and not get hit. And they're like, I mean, slightly hard, but like I probably suck at games.
It's just the feel of it, like it. But I think that originally one of the concepts for like the Batman game, really, really early on, was all right.
Sorry.
It was actually supposed to be a rhythm game where you're like hitting people back and forth, and I think they kept those kind of that feeling to it because the flow you can get between each person. Like Batman moves faster than Spider-Man, so it doesn't really make much sense.
Yeah,
but hopefully, I'm hoping the Wolverine game feels a little bit more like that because it's definitely more ground and pound. Like, and I want it to be brutal as well. I need him to be carving motherfuckers up. I don't want him just to feel like you're punching someone to the ground.
He literally slices someone's head off. I was like,
good.
This is in a trailer.
Yeah. Because he is that brutal.
It's quite graphic. But I guess, what was I going to say? What I was going to say is, like, you know, Spider-Man, like you said on a previous episode as well, sometimes just nice to get on and swing around because
it feels good.
How are you going to do it? Wolverine just like walk fast around? Like,
I don't think traversal will be like a. To be fair, he usually has a kick-ass motorcycle, so I can see if they're going to go open world, we're going to be motorcycling around, turn up at pubs, what's up, bub, and then
just
fucking
skidding across the ground by.
Oh yeah, he pulls that move off a lot. That'd be pretty sick. And the character model they chose, I found really interesting. They've gone far more comic Wolverine than they have movie Wolverine. Like, this ain't 6 foot Hugh Jackman here. This is tiny ass how Wolverine's supposed to be. They didn't even make him that broad either, which I thought was interesting. Like, he looked kind of skinny in the trailer, which I'm like, okay,
maybe it's going to progress or something.
I hope so. He just gets more and more jacked throughout the game.
Early Wolverine, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea what time period it'll be set in. Because Wolverine does a lot of crazy shit. Spends a lot of time in Japan as well.
He's like immortal, really, as well, right? Like he's not immortal, but like he's been around for a while as well.
I can't remember if that's canon or not, or if that was just for the movies.
Oh, see, I don't know.
Because I don't think that was a thing until the movies. I'll have to double check, but I don't remember ever hearing about that.
But yeah, it'd be cool, the mechanics of that.
And if he interacts with the X-Men.
Yeah, but then you can just bring in more people. Honestly, if Sony had more rights, they could just
they're building up to an X-Men game. That would be blood clot. That'd be so cool. I can't wait.
Yeah, but again, segmenting onto mechanics of games. There's a new, very mechanical game out there right now.
Yeah, Skate 4, aka Skate.
What's your thoughts on the new Skate game? Have you had enough time to play it now?
Yeah, first of all, I like the fact it's free to play.
Yeah.
Right?
Tick.
Like, yes, I would have paid full price for a Skate game.
Yeah, you would have, wouldn't you? And but would you have been very disappointed
if
you
I
had to
paid
pay
full
for it?
price and I'd got that?
Yeah,
because this is early access and a bunch of fucking microtransactions.
Yeah.
If I'd have got, I don't think it would have been microtransaction forward if it was a paid for game for a start.
They wouldn't need to. They would probably have made some money from it, obviously.
Yeah, I think business wise, they've obviously made the right decision because everyone's playing it regardless of if they complain about it.
Yeah,
like people that hate playing it. But I'm one of those people that actually preferred Skate 2 over Skate 3 back in the day. Skate 3 was a really drastic change for me. Because,
it was.
Because I remember Skate 2 is still my favourite of all time. They took it a lot more like seriously. It was a lot more like actual how skating was. It was underground. It was...
Yeah.
The whole game was like the fucking whole town had a bunch of security and it put anti-skate things up, which they do in real life. And it was like with a lot of skateboarders are there. So you remember playing with like Rob and Big Black. Big Black would run security for you and you'd have to do these missions like quickly, and shit. Yeah. Those were banging. I loved those. Yeah. And I loved the grungy art style feel of it. And then Skate 3 was this slow progression into it being more wacky.
Yeah.
I loved Coach Frank though. Fucking love Coach Frank.
Coach Frank.
So I love that shit. And you can kind of see the progression. So I can see how it got here.
A little bit of like Saints Row where it started off really serious and then went
off the rails.
Let's just go goofy.
Until we jack out of hell,
Yeah. But I guess Skate 3 for me was just...
It was peak.
It was just something you could just put on and lose yourself in the immersiveness of just... Obviously, you pull off crazy tricks. I love the Skate 3 memes and I've seen them for a while.
Jesus Christ.
Even so... around like butterflies.
Oh, now listen to that song now. Shouts out.
Oh yeah.
But no, it was brilliant. And like the problem is now that like I enjoy the game. I think they've actually improved like the actual feel of Skate. I think it's
The
really
gameplay
nice.
is quite nice.
I fucked around with a few settings.
Same.
The core gameplay is good, but obviously there's no dedicated story. Kind of. There's just
go do the challenges.
just the longest tutorial of all time that I'm not even finished with.
I'm not done yet. Yeah.
Like, the last mission I did was it teach me how to do manuals, and I've been playing this game for like 4 days. I'm like,
You're like, oh, that's how you do that.
and I'm not talking days as in like I reckon I'm in like close to a few days like time playing it. Like I really.
Oh, you were immersed in then, right?
I just keep chucking it on after work.
Do you find it hard though? I was playing it last night and I was like,
Until I changed those settings,
yeah, but I changed the settings. I need you to share what you've done then.
So,
I saw something that's like, this is the closest to Skate 3 settings that you could do.
So the main thing I realised was that, so the settings you can change, so minimum pop height, like that, changing that to 100 changed the game.
Yeah, that's what I've done.
Because I kept in these like supposed to be simple ass games.
Yeah.
You just kept going, or like I would keep mounting it, and I was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
That's what keeps
the
happening.
The other one you need to turn down though is grind assist. Grind assist. If you turn that down to like
20, you just lock on.
Yes, that's why it keeps locking you onto the fucking curbs and shit.
I swear.
I turned grind assist down to like 20, and it's helped out a lot.
You're gonna have to send me your.
But yeah, but I didn't know that until someone else on TikTok told me how to do that. Because after you sent me that first one on settings, I then looked up and found some more.
Bro, I was doing one of the basic challenges, and it took me like honestly 30 minutes to do all of them because I was like, I'm one of those people who gets.
It's a strange parallel.
OCD. I'm like, I must tick all these off the list.
Yeah. It's a strange parallel of this game. It is easier to jump off of the equivalent of the Empire State Building, fly down, jump off, do 3 Christ air backflips, and land in a pool, than it is to like do a simple grind to manual challenge.
Yeah.
And I think it must be intentional because they knew that like younger players would probably be doing the more fantastical shit. And then we've got the old heads like us are just like, let me hit this sick line. Like, no one else, everyone's playing it like Fortnite, and then we're down there like, I remember when skating was skating.
I haven't even considered. I mean, I tried to climb a little thing here and there, but like I haven't even
not builded yet.
I haven't even. I'm like, I'm not at the stage where I should be going up yet. I haven't conquered the ground.
Bro,
I
we've
can't
got to hop
do
on
it.
tonight, mate. I'll show you the ways.
Honestly, I was struggling, man. So I wasn't really finding it fun, and I was doing. Then I'm googling how to do like a triple flip because I'm doing one of the early challenges. I can't do it. Honestly, where's this X button? Honestly,
some of the combos
frustrating.
are yeah.
Whereas Skate 3 was like. I probably had it on an easy
because
mode.
you put so much time into it, though. I think you forget. If you jumped back into Skate 3 now, you do it complete muscle memory.
Yeah,
they have done a few things. There's some things that are missing that really piss me off. Why can't you grab cars anymore?
Yeah.
Why on earth would you take that away from me?
That's Back to the Future vibes, man. Like, come on, let me be Marty McFly.
Because usually to get uphill, I would just hold on to the back of the car. Now I'm just doing that stupid roll and jump combo to get up hills because it's faster than skating.
It is. Literally, I was like, I'm just not going to skate there. I'm just going to roll there and jump up.
And that goddamn clanker tuning in every goddamn 5 minutes. V, what is your problem? Leave me to skate. Fucking hell. Just, especially when you roll, it's like, oh, are you training out for the gymnastic team? No, bitch. No, I'm not. Shut the fuck up. Oh my God.
Bring back Coach Frank. Like I wanted to talk to you about those. I keep seeing loads of TikToks and reels and stuff. It's like Coach Frank over these damn clankers.
Yeah, he taught us everything we knew, bro. Well, Robin Big Black taught me first, but then Coach Frank, honed the skills. But I think that's just us showing our gaming age there. Yeah. Fair, I barely remember Skate 1. I don't think I ever played Skate 1.
I did play it. I remember at the time because obviously
I played
it was new.
Skate 2.
No, Skate 1 I do remember, but I think that was them. Skate 2 came out quite quickly after Skate 1, I feel like I remember. Yeah,
because I think at the time, Tony Hawk was still on top at the point of Skate 1, but then Skate 2 just completely blew out of the water.
Tony Hawk's Underground.
Tony Hawk's Underground was just like, mate. I think the soundtrack for their game was honestly one of the greatest of all time.
But Skate 3 soundtrack was... lost myself. That's
another thing. This it doesn't have enough skatery type songs in this soundtrack right now. I'm not sure because I think there's different radio stations. It's a bit GTA like.
Grab music. I don't know.
Yeah, I've been accidentally doing that because I'm like pushing forward to sprint, and I'll be like, well, that's a new song now.
I'll tell you what I keep doing.
Yeah,
I keep accidentally pressing the marker button, so I'm just teleporting back to where I'm at. I'm like,
yeah, because
I've just climbed this whole thing and went to get a good spot.
was different, wasn't it?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's just like me going, because I keep falling off. So I'm like trying to.
Yeah, you instinctually go back.
I'm like, oh, get me back on my board instead of and I'm back at this generic spot. I'm like, I've just gone across the map or something. I'm like,
I think there's a way there's an undo for that.
Is there? Wow.
Yeah, I just don't know what button it is. I've seen it like pop up on the screen, but I'm like, how? But yeah, there's. I mean, the thing is, because they made it free, I don't even feel like I can complain.
Yeah, that's true.
If I'd have paid full 70 quid for this, I'd have been livid. But because they made it free, I'm like, and also all the clothing super generic. Yeah. It's like, and I hate that. Why can't I just earn and like buy normal clothes? Everything is loot boxes unless you just pay straight cash.
I ain't buying none of it.
Because even like you don't realise how many points you're racking up by doing these trials.
Yeah, true.
But no, it's inconvenient because I had like 3,000 points. These boxes are like 250 each.
Yeah.
So to actually, and I was like, I want a different fit, but it's not paid money. This is what I'm earning.
Yeah.
But just because I want a different outfit, I'm like clicking, and it takes so long to open the box. And you open the box, piss all in there. Right, I got to do another one. Just give me a shirt. That's all I wanted. Because every time I load it in, everyone's got the same thing as me. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. I ain't paying for it. But I'm just like, I want to look different, man.
I was trying to make Steve Jesus Christ as well, like.
Yeah.
But the hairstyles on it, I think you have to buy hairstyles as well, because some dude's got really long hair.
I think they'll rinse us for every penny.
And I couldn't find it on the generic. There was literally like
part of me's like, I feel like at some point I'm going to cave because I keep playing the game a lot.
They got you.
The gameplay is addictive. I'll give them that.
The gameplay is, I mean, I'm complaining it's hard, but it is quite similar in an aspect, I guess. And you've got all this goofy stuff, but it's free. We shouldn't be playing it. And people that probably think that, oh, you just wanted a reskin of Skate 3. Just go play Skate 3. I'm like, that's a good point. Yeah,
but also you want new maps of Skate 3. Because we've explored every nook and cranny and speed glitch on Skate 3.
They could have just remastered Skate 3 and give us new maps. Everybody would have been like...
The one thing I haven't done, though, is I don't know how to do the glitches yet.
Yeah.
So, like, the T-pose glitch, there is supposed to be, like, a new speed glitch where, like, you do that roll thing and you bring your board back just at the right time.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if they're actively patching these, which would be a humongous mistake. Skate was brilliant because it kept its glitches.
Yeah.
And if you start patching that...
Well, I did one last night. I did a roll and then I just like, I was in the air flying. I was like, whoa, how'd I do that? And then I couldn't do it again. I think it might have been an accident. But
there are some people that just do it every time they want to.
Yeah.
Sometimes I load in and there's people just go... but you go but that like I kind of don't want that glitch because that just sends me flying in the air. I want a speed glitch so I can hit sick tricks like you could on Skate, where all you need to do is just jump and bring your board back at the right time. I wasn't very good at it on Skate, but I could still do it every 1 in like 10 tries, so I could hit what I was trying to hit. But I need something like that again. So if anyone in the comments, let me know what like speed glitches still work. What like it's
well,
not
you're
patched.
asking now, but it could be patched by like tomorrow. So it's like you're just gonna.
But why would they do it? It's like a fucking USP of Skate. Like they call it early access. I bet this is the finished game.
100%. It always is. It's like but they'll tweak it here and there. It's the same with most games, like NBA, all the FIFA, all the CODs and stuff. They're just bringing out last year's game and adding to it. I mean, COD might be a little bit more generic, but more games need to be like Battlefield. They need to like have a year off and really define the game. Like Football Manager, apparently, they just didn't release Football Manager 25 because they were like, we're not happy with this.
Yeah, which is surprising because I know
want to bring something new to the table here. We want to upgrade our game. We don't want to just repackage and give you a fresh skins of last year.
Because I know Battlefield's EA. So
I'm very surprised.
I always think EA is going to do the worst possible thing it could do in this situation.
It still could be bad, I guess. But
but from the little bit we played, Battlefield was alright. But I think we'll have to... When's it supposed to be out?
October, I think.
Okay, so October. We're getting good in October.
Mate, it's too many games.
Too many games, too little time.
Yeah.
So please like and subscribe so we can play games full time. We actually want to start doing gameplay on the channel.
That would be so cool if we could do that.
Gameplay videos, out and about videos, fucking just kind of whatever we feel like. See what everyone enjoys. Expand our horizons.
Make this our thing, man.
Yeah.
It'd be nice.
Reaction videos too, by the way.
Yeah.
That's hopefully that'll be coming fairly soon.
Push it to the limit. And maybe even, create something new.
Copyright strike there. Thanks for that.
Oh, well, that was so good. We can get it copyrighted. do something new, right? So so those things. Again, we're gonna have probably an animal episode. We're gonna dive into. We wanted to talk about nostalgic.
We should get
tech.
cards done and do animal showdown. We have to pull random cards out, and then we have to argue for why our creature would win.
Yeah. So hopefully this blows up and more consistent. We get a bit more community aspect with this, and we're looking forward to the future of PBz TV.
100%.
Yeah. So that's gonna wrap today.
Nice.
So thank you all for watching.
Please like, subscribe, do all the things, hit all the buttons because we need it. We're going to grow the channel. It's going to be fun. You guys are going to come along with us. But until next time, my friends. See you soon.
Peace.
Yo.